Welcome back to my Europa League Quarter Final Peru and prediction for the first leg. So we got some good games coming up, and I'm absolutely buzzing for Europa League games because there are some really good games coming up. So without any further ado, let's get to our predictions. First game is Ajax versus Roma. I think this is going to be a really good game to watch because Ajax, to be honest, this season this team is performing really well. They're untouchable in their league, and in Champions League, yes, they were a little bit below their performance, but then in Europa League they've been performing really well. They were decent against Lille, and then afterward in their round of 16 they were decent against Young Boys. They won both of the leg, and it was some good performance from them. On the other hand, Roma, to be honest, they're having some good season this time around because we all know that all the Italian teams are gone, and Roma is the only team that is actually alive in Italian leagues. So I think it is really important for Roma to go deep, and I think many Italian fans will be hoping that they can go deep. So Roma, to be honest, I think in Serie A they're not performing well, but then whenever it comes to Europa League, this team is actually playing some decent football because starting from Braga, both of their leg they were decent, they won both of their leg, and then they move on to Shakhtar games, and once again they perform really well. So I think this team is actually performing really well, and they're all focused is in Europa League, because if you look at the Serie A form in the last 3 games they haven't won a game, so you can say that this team is actually fully focusing on Europa League. So I think this game will shape up. I think Ajax will dominate the possession and Roma will be happy to sit back, but I think Ajax attack they got, it will be a little bit too much. Yes, because they've been playing in lower league, maybe playing against Roma is going to be a little bit difficult, but then they did play really well against Lille, who actually have the best defense in French league this season. So I think this attack is actually very strong, and I think it will be a little bit too strong for Roma. So therefore, from a prediction, I'm gonna go for Ajax 2, Roma 0. Arsenal versus Slavia. To be honest, this is actually going to be a really good game to watch. Arsenal, we all know that this team is actually playing some really good football in Europa League this season. And on the other hand, Slavia, this season, this team has been really good team because since May 27, 2020, this team have actually only lost 3 games. So I can tell you this team is actually in really good form. And their last defeat was also long time ago, which was December 11. So I can tell you this team is actually in really good form, and I think Arsenal will have to be very prepared for this team, and I think they shouldn't underestimate this team. So I think this game will plan out like Arsenal will dominate the possession, and I think Slavia will be very scary when it comes to counter-attack because they got some speed players, and they also got some really good players, and they also got some really good youngsters who are full of energy. So I think this game is going to be a really good one to watch. From a prediction, I'm actually going to give Arsenal an edge. I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Slavia 1, but I'm sure Slavia are going to give Arsenal a very good fight. Granada versus Manchester United. To be honest, I do want Granada to win this leg and win this game, but then to be honest, I think it's going to be difficult because if you look at Manchester United, the quality they got, they shouldn't be playing Europa League because they have a lot of star players. They should be actually playing Champions League, but then once again, this team is not clinical. They didn't perform well, so that's why they are in Europa League, but I'm pretty sure they will be eager to win this league. On the other hand, Granada, once again, this team, if you look at the form line, it is not that good. It is not that strong. If you look at the last 9 games, I should say, the last 6 of them, and they only won 3 times. So I think it is going to be tough against Manchester United. Granada will make the chances. They'll try to win their moments, but then I think at the end of the day, it is going to be a little bit too difficult for them to hold on to Manchester United. So therefore, from a prediction, I'm going to go for Manchester United 3, Granada 1. Dinamo Zagreb versus Villarreal. To be honest, this is actually a really good game to watch because we all know that Dinamo Zagreb, they absolutely shocked Tottenham because they were 2-0 down in the first leg, but then they performed really well in the second leg, and I think this team will be absolutely telling themselves we can actually beat Villarreal as well. On the other hand, Villarreal, to be honest, this season this team is actually performing really well. If you look at the last 6 games, they're unbeaten, so I think it is going to be a really tough ask for Dinamo Zagreb. And if Dinamo Zagreb do perform a similar performance that they showed against Tottenham, they will be hard to beat. But then, like, once again, it is not possible that you can pull out that kind of performance every single time. So I think it's going to be difficult for them to stop Villarreal, because Villarreal, to be honest, I think they're actually a very, very good team to watch, because they do play some decent football, and they've been very, very good generally. Because if you look at the fixtures, they didn't really have some good fixtures, because in the Europa League they got RB Leipzig, and then after that they got Atletico Madrid, Valencia. But then afterward they got some easier fixture, and they won those games very easily. So I think this team is actually a very, very big threat. So from a prediction, the way Dinamo Zagreb did perform against Tottenham, I think I should give them some home advantage. So therefore, I've gone for Dinamo Zagreb 1, Villarreal 1. So that's the end for my Europa League Peruvian prediction. If you guys did enjoy my video, please give a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon with Premier League predictions.